wanted to talk about what I wanted to talk about is so I work in this field and I'm also living with it. For those of you who don't know, I'm very open. I try to be an honest person. So of course, obviously, I'm gay. Secondly, I am living with HIV. It's been over 3 years now. Um, doesn't matter how I got it, who I got it from. The fact is, and the truth of the matter is, I am. Um, and I have no, what's the word I'm looking for? Hmm. I'm trying to get my words together. I don't care. I live in my truth and it is what it is. And since I'm working in it, I started off when I got back here to my hometown as a peer advocate at our local clinic here, the Hope Center. And since I've been there, a few clients have already told me, Greg, with you being there, it has changed for them anyway. Especially because they have, thank you, remorse. Thank you. I just cannot think of the word for nothing. Um, but since I've been there, a few clients have already told me that because I've shared my story with them and the way I explain it to them, they feel more comfortable with sharing their status with people and just coming out more. And then they realize, it's not an epidemic as it was a few years ago. And I take pride in that. Not to be prideful or anything like that, but I take pride in that I can motivate people to be themselves, to know that you can still live a normal lifestyle. Um, it doesn't really change at all far as your habits, your hobbies. You can still do what you do. If you drink, you drink. You smoke, you smoke. It doesn't change you, so to speak, and you shouldn't let it change you. Um, so I guess I could start by saying a lot of people a lot of people have different chronic illnesses that they live with. And I hate to use the word disease, even though that's what they classify it as. However, this illness that I have, it is very, very manageable. Just as diabetes is manageable. And a lot of people are embarrassed about it, especially in the community that I live in. For those of you who don't know, I live in Macon, Georgia. Um, the community I live in is a rural area. And the stigmatism behind HIV and AIDS, first and foremost, a lot of people cannot differentiate between the two. Um, for those of you who don't know, HIV is a virus. AIDS is the actual syndrome associated with something else that could potentially be life-threatening. Um, that being said, so if you were diagnosed with AIDS, people automatically assume, oh, you're going to die. However, that is not true. With the medication that's out today and the science behind the medication, you are still able to live a normal lifestyle. Nothing really changes for you, except for the most part, the regime that you'll be on is one pill a day. Take it with food. Sometimes you don't have to take it with food, depending on what your doctor prescribes you. If you drink, you still can drink with this medication. It does not affect what it does to the body in suppressing the virus. That being said, a lot of people here, like I said, they can't differentiate between the two. Rather, HIV first and foremost attacks your CD4 cells, which are your helper cells, excuse me, which helps fight off any kind of virus in your body, whether it be the flu, the cold, a fever, anything. Those CD4 cells help fight off any kind of infection in your body. So what HIV does is it replicates itself, and in that replication, in the process of already replicating, it has begun to attack those CD4 cells and starts to lower them, which in turn affects your immune system, hence the word human immune virus. So when it attacks it to a low enough point and it has replicated itself within your blood so many times, so many copies, and diagnosed along with another illness, the doctor may say you have AIDS. However, that is no longer a death sentence from AIDS. I've seen clients come back from AIDS. They've been diagnosed with AIDS and had X amount of time to live. However, upon starting on their ART, which is antiretrovirals, retrovirus, I think I'm saying that right. ART, Google it. Upon starting those medications, they've actually came back from AIDS. And what I mean by that, they were diagnosed with AIDS, and it slowly suppressed the virus, and now they're undetectable. For those of who don't know what that means, the term undetectable means the count is so low for as the virus in your blood that it is undetectable. So the CDC, if I recall correctly, 50 and below for the copies of the viral load within your blood is considered undetectable. That is where I'm at. Mine right now is less than 20, so doing very well. But back to what I was saying, a lot of people can't differentiate between the two, and it attacks those CD4 cells and lowers them down. So once you start taking your medications as prescribed, and like I said, most of the time it's 1 pill, 1 time a day, it suppresses that virus. So say if I had a client who was at 63,000 copies, meaning it has replicated itself within your blood 63 times, 63,000, excuse me. The medicine attacks that virus and brings it to a low enough level, which gives your body time enough to rebuild those CD4 counts. And like I said, the science is behind it, but a lot of people choose not to educate themselves on it. So they automatically assume, oh, you have HIV and I can't talk to you, or I can't be friends with you, I can't eat behind you or drink behind you, this, that, and the other. However, on the flip side, people do not realize that their words have more power than they realize. By you saying, oh, I can't be around you, I can't eat behind you, we can't be friends, and XYZ, you never know what mental capacity somebody is at the moment, what they're going through. And by you telling them that, you could send them into a deeper depression than they already are. I've had countless clients come in and express that to me. I've actually had some pass from it. And living with it and then seeing somebody pass from it, it really takes a toll on an individual. And it hurts, it does, because like I said, the medicine, the science is all there for you. You just have to educate yourself. Speaking on education, I'm kind of disappointed it's not taught more in schools what the difference is between HIV and AIDS. I believe if it was taught more in school, people will be really more aware of, what's going on, the medicine behind it, and, I guess you could say they would have a different mind frame, so they wouldn't, down people on it. Because truth of the matter is, everybody just wants to be loved. And we didn't ask for this. Some of us, and I like I said, I can walk in my truth. I was promiscuous. Getting in a relationship and trusting individuals. So I can't just pinpoint who it came from. Like I said, that doesn't really matter to me who it came from. You have to realize, and the truth of the matter is, it is what it is. You're living with it. Now it's up to you to, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to let it stop allowing you to live, or are you going to live with it and prosper? You can still do your daily activities, exercising, painting, singing, etc. They just released a new medication not too long ago, Biktarvy. Biktarvy is awesome. I had a client who was on, of course I can't say the name due to HIPAA XYZ, but I had a client who had over 50-some thousand copies, and 3 weeks later, after he started taking Biktarvy and came back for lab work, now he is less than 40, which again, I repeat, is considered undetectable, according to the CDC. So, undetectable, that means once I have reached in that undetectable level, if I choose to have sex with someone, whether it be male or female, I 99.9% cannot pass that to them. Science again proves this over and over. But you just have to be willing to educate yourself. And I'm not sure how many people are even watching this video, but realize that your words have an effect on people. What you say can really fuck up somebody's head and fuck up somebody's life. Just be there for those individuals. Anubis, no, don't tilt your head to the side. Lost my train of thought. Be there for those individuals, what I'm pretty much saying. You can still eat behind them. You can drink behind them. I had one person say, "Oh, my mom cleans up behind me after I take a shower. Like, she don't want to use the restroom behind me." And truth be told, it is not that serious. It is not that serious. Like I said, it's not what it was 15 years ago. So this particular person said his mom would use bleach, and if he cut himself in the shower, she would use bleach to clean up behind him. And she asked me, "Oh, is it necessary to use bleach to clean up behind my son?" And I'm like, "Bitch, what?" Of course I say this in my head. I didn't say it to her. Get out, Anubis. But it's not that necessary. So I asked her in turn, "What would you do if you cut yourself in the shower?" She said, "Well, I would just clean it up like I normally would." Exactly. So there's your answer. You don't have to treat your son differently because he's living with this illness. If anything, by you treating him differently, you're doing more harm than helping him. And after talking to it and expressing it to her, showing the science behind it, after leaving, she actually gave me a hug and was like, "Greg, why I really did not know that." And the education is there, people. Y'all just got to wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up. Educate yourselves and continue to. We got to learn how to love each other. We continuously bring each other down, especially within the gay community. We compete for attention so much, and I've had some people like, "Oh," before I moved from down here back to Georgia, they was like, "Oh, he got that nasty disease, or he got a home in Virginia," is one of the acronyms that they use. And I used to let that offend me. But Whitney Houston, my favorite singer, said it best. The greatest love of all is learning to love yourself. You have to love yourself beyond people, because people can be a hindrance. Love yourself. I can honestly say, move, Anubis. I'm sorry, my dog over here acting up, y'all. Like I don't give him no attention. Look at him. I just don't give him no attention. Stop pulling on my shirt. But like I was saying, it made me lose my train of thought. Crap. Damn, Anubis, you made me fuck up. Jesus. I said about the viral load already. Live in your truth, but once you learn to love yourself and stop worrying about, "Oh, this person is coming to the office and he may see me there." 10 times out of 10, if that person is sitting, I can't speak for my office. That person is sitting in my office 9 times out of 10, they may be there for the same reason you're there. Sometimes I've seen people come in there to support their friends and whatnot, but 9 times out of 10, you're there for the same reason I am, and you have no room to talk. And I know a lot of people are embarrassed about it, but it shouldn't be a thing of embarrassment because it's manageable. You just have to do what you have to do. Take this medicine, 1 pill, most of the time, 1 pill, 1 time a day. Go to your doctor's appointment. Follow up with your lab work. Yes, it's going to be for the rest of your life, but would you rather not go to the doctor and take care of yourself, and then everything is going downhill? You got sick, you're diagnosed with AIDS, you're in the hospital, you lost weight, XYZ, and now you're on your deathbed. All because I could have took this one single pill and fuck what everybody else has to say about me. But a lot of people within my community are afraid to even get tested, to even come in there, so they go years without even knowing they have HIV, then it turns into AIDS, and then it's too late. Get tested. Educate people. it is not what it used to be. It really isn't. And I get emotional about it. Stop, because I Anubis, go to your room. I get emotional about it because I've seen clients pass from it. I've seen them go downhill from this. And I'm just here to tell y'all, life is already too fucking stressful to be worried about what the next bitch got to say about you. Fuck that and fuck them. I know everybody ain't got that mentality that I got, but fuck that. Yes, I am living with HIV. Like I said, it's been more than 3 years now. And I don't really tell everybody, I didn't really tell everybody at first, because I had to accept it. I had to realize my truth. And once I realized that, like I said, I moved back down here to Macon, and I was looking for a job, and for some reason I could not just get a job in the medical field like I wanted to. I'm a medical assistant. I wanted to, start working here at the hospital, Navicent, but I'm guessing that was not the plan that he had for me. So I applied for this peer affiliate position where I now work at, and that was like the only qualifications you would have to have is that you are an HIV positive individual. I was like, oh, well, I am. So I got the job, and since I've been there, a lot of clients has really been telling me that they appreciate me being there, how they have an ear for someone to listen to them, to give them some advice, to let them know, everything is going to be all right. You just have to do what you have to do. And like I said, I love that. I love the fact that I can make a difference in somebody's life, motivating them, connecting what they care about to their care. So if it's your mother that you really care about and she's in your life, she's active, she's helping you out, XYZ, and then you come into my office and, you're like, Greg, I just don't know what I can do. I can't live with this. I connect your mother because she's so important to you, to your care. Not saying I'm going to contact her, but if you care enough about your mother and you want to be around for her, then we could talk about, what can I do, to continue living a healthy lifestyle. And I use that connection so you can start taking your medicine. If you need to call and follow up with me, they have my number. And it just touches me that I could reach somebody like that. And I just moved back here 7 months ago, and I just got a promotion actually. Kudos to me. I don't wait on nobody to pat me on the back. Kudos to me. But I'm very passionate about what I do. And it's going to take time for a lot of people to get to where I am. We're not just giving a fuck about what people have to say about me because I'm living with it. Because truth be told, if you can't deal with me for who I am, I don't want to deal with you. You can kick rocks, go play in traffic, jump over the bridge. I don't care. I really don't. That goes for family members, friends, anyone that comes across my path. If you can't accept the fact that I am who I am, and our God knew what I was going to be before I knew I was going to be, that's speaking on homosexuality, I don't care. Fuck you. My godmother has a quote, and I love using this quote, is what you eat don't make me shit. In other words, what you have to say about me, how you feel about me, even if you talk about me, I don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, I pay my own bills. I take care of my own self. And I'm my own man. And you just have to learn to live in your truth. And fuck what people got to say, y'all. Fuck what people got to say. It's a hard not world out here. Hard not life, excuse me. But learn to love yourself. You got to. Because ain't nobody else going to love you like you going to love you. Get out. I ain't playing with you. Who you talking to? Who you talking to? Who you talking to? I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of this dog. Alright. No. Badass pup. But yeah. Live in your truth. Be who you are. It is what it is, and it is very manageable. And don't let nobody tell you that you're worth less because of this illness. But that's really all I had to say, y'all. For real. This is something just been on my mind, weighing on my heart. And a client came in and told me, Greg, I think you have a calling for this. And I say that to say that everything that you think is a curse is not a curse at all. It's a blessing in disguise. Had I not been, had I been negative, I would not be where I am today. The place that I'm in now, the townhome that I'm in, had I not been positive, they would not be able to help me pay my first month rent and deposit and to move right into my place. Now, of course, I'm paying my own, but they helped me to even get in because I was just started working and I didn't have the funds. So I count that as a blessing. Because I'm positive, I was able to obtain these resources to help me out. And I'm blessed, y'all. I can't say that enough. I'm blessed. I am blessed, and I just thank God for bringing me from where I began. At first, I did not accept it. I was in denial for maybe 2 months or so. But like I said, being a medical assistant, I realized, there's science behind it, and I can live a normal lifestyle. And I just did what I had to do. And every day it got a little easier. Sometimes I cried because people didn't want to talk to me. They stopped being my friends. But all friends are not meant to be there through your life. Some of them are like leaves, they blow the fuck away. Some of them like roots and they ain't going nowhere. And I only got a few. His badass down there. I only have a few roots in my life. And that is fine with me. Because a lot of people bring a lot more drama. And I don't like drama and I don't like stress. So stay the fuck away from me with that. Yeah. Keep y'all head up. I don't know who out there listening, who needed to hear this, but it's medicine behind it. Do what you got to do. Love yourself, and fuck the rest. And that's all I got to say about that. In the immortal words of Forrest Gump, that's all I have to say about that. And what you eat don't make me shit. Thank you. Yeah, Auntie.